pretty sure.
Yeah!
Gotta get their fast shot.
Yeah!
Gotta get their fast shot!
Hello Britball Nation, Happy New Year and welcome to the Britball Nation Awards Video Submission Awards. Wrapping things up, the last of our Video Submission Awards is the Player of the Year Award, where we're taking a bit of a deeper dive and looking at not just the action itself, but the meaning behind what's happening on the field of play to see which play best epitomises everything that was awesome about Britball in 2017. Player of the Year this year is brought to you by those long-standing staples of the British game over at Football America UK. Always eager to support Britball, Football America are offering up a customised Wilson football to the winners of both this year's Rush of the Year and Player of the Year awards. With a huge range of NFL and Britball gear, make sure you check out footballamerica.co.uk to explore their great range of products. You'll be the ones deciding this year's Video Submission Awards. To vote, you simply have to comment on the video with the number of the play you think deserves to win. You can comment on either the Facebook video or on the YouTube version of the video, or both, and yes, that way you do bag yourself 2 votes for the price of 1. If you've got a horse in this race, perhaps your own play has been nominated or that of a teammate, or maybe you just truly believe there's one that is a worthy winner above all others, make sure you get out there and rally up some support, as we expect each of these awards to be very hotly contested, considering both the prizes and titles at stake. Share the videos, tag your teammates and make sure you get your votes in before midnight on the final day of voting, details of which can be found in the video description. That said, without further ado, let's take a look at this year's contenders. It's pretty tough to squeeze in trick plays into the playbook in the top flight of the British game, let alone pull them off. Hence why this Robinson to Routledge to Wu to Sweeney double reverse pass in the playoffs against the London Blitz so stands out. When the D dislodges the ball so that it bounces inside your own 10-yard line, the sensible thing to do is cover it up and weather the storm. But sensible doesn't make it on this list, as the East Kilbride's Jack Cochrane shows scooping up the fumble at the 8 and returning it 70 yards, close to taking it all the way in the Britball 31 Under-19s National Championship game. Approaching the half in GB's impressive first outing at the Women's World Championships, and unbeknownst to the commentary team and even most of the GB fans watching the stream, the Lions have snuck out their backup QB, Sydney Green, for their final drive before the half. You know, get their second string some reps, build some confidence. But instead, with her first ever competitive international pass, Green connects with Anderson for a score to give the Lions a lead that they'd refused to relinquish for the rest of the game. Pretty good first pass, eh?
This time she got to the spot, they threw it to the spot, and it's touchdown, Great Britain.
You might recognise this one from the Rush of the Year video, but we couldn't not include it here too. It's likely the most remembered play from the most remembered game of 2017, as Patrick Daly apparently does Patrick Daly things and breaks 6 tackles on his way to a scamper and score.
Touchdown! Wow. Spin moves galore.
Following an 0-4 start to their Premiership season, the Sheffield Giants were eager to try to right the ship against the Wolves. In a last-ditch effort to snag victory, Brad Thompson breaks out of the pocket, finds his feet and hauls it downfield into a mass of blue and red jerseys, only for Giants receiver Josh Allen to come down with it off the deflection. Giants win their first fixture of 2017 off the back of a last-second Hail Mary. It's a crucial matchup, almost certain to decide the 2A Southwest Conference crown. The Gladiators hold a narrow lead and can run out the first half. When Plymouth Blitz defensive end Jonathan Edwards swallows up the Gladiators QB, pops loose the ball and promptly pounces upon it. Blitz would capitalise on the turnover with a score to take the lead before the half that had ultimately snagged them the top spot in the conference and promotion. We mentioned the sensible options above, right? Yeah, who needs them? 4th and 20 and the punt snap goes through the punter's legs. You either sit on it or hoof it out the back of the end zone for a safety to avoid giving up the touchdown, right? Well, not according to Edinburgh Predators' Jared Feist, who scoops it up and travels a rather circuitous route for the first down and more. And we're back to Britball 31 for this one, for a play that will not be forgotten anytime soon by those either at the game or watching the stream. The play that sealed the deal in the Tamworth Phoenix's first ever national championship. Ben Davies jumps the route and takes it the distance to give Tamworth a lead they would not relinquish.
Sideline interference against Tamworth. That penalty will be enforced on the succeeding kickoff. The score is good.
We've had a couple of plays gone against the London Blitz so far in this list, so let's give them one back in what was outside the final an incredibly successful year for the Prem South champs. Wideout Carl Jervier puts in an awesome special teams duty with this rapid field spanning kick return through or around the entirety of the Bristol Aztecs. And finally, it's a play we've discussed repeatedly through this awards season so far. Simple enough on paper, but with a truly massive impact. Tied at the end of regulation, Leeds, Carnegie and Nottingham head to overtime. The number one offence in the tier, Nottingham drive down and score and convert. Carnegie respond, they score and take the massive gamble of going for two. Two clubs' entire seasons come down to this one play, and the contrasting reactions tell you just how much it meant to both sides. Once again, it's down to you, the Britball Nation, to decide this year's Video Submission Awards winners. Remember to vote. You simply have to comment on the video with the number of play, 1 to 10, you think deserves to win. You can comment on either the Facebook video or the YouTube version or both, and yes, as we said before, that way you do bag yourself 2 votes for the price of 1. If you and your team have a play shortlisted, or maybe you just truly believe there is one worthy winner above all others, make sure you get out there and rally up some support, as we expect each of these awards to be very hotly contested. Share the videos, tag your teammates and make sure you get your votes in before midnight on the final day of voting, details of which can be found in the video description. As we mentioned, the worthy winner will pick themselves up a customised Wilson ball courtesy of Football America UK. And even if you're not in contention for this year's awards, you can still snag yourself a customised football or check out their great range of NFL and Britball gear at footballamerica.co.uk.